All right, so the next challenge is challenge number 16, and it says write a sketch that displays a green LED and no tone. Then if the accelerometer x-axis is bumped, the alarm goes off. All right, so we've already got some code here where what it's doing is it's reading the microphone and saying that if the sound is too loud, we want this alarm to go off, right? And above it, we've also got the Esplora.write RGB, the green light and no tone, so it goes back to normal, right? When this one goes off, when I explain it, I'm only going to do 2 loops, right? And I need to explain something to you about this, what this x-axis is, okay? Now, what I need to say is that think of a see-through cube that you could draw, right? So if you can picture that in your mind. Now, if you tilt that from left to right, imagine there was a ball bearing inside that cube, and if you tilted it, would use gravity to slide down from left to right. So it would, bang into the wall. And if you moved it forward, it would then bang into the wall. And then if you shook it up and down, then the ball bearing would actually smack into the top and bottom of that cube. Well, that's the way in which an accelerometer works. And if we go back to the Esplora library, which is here, you can see that there is code for the accelerometer. So if I click on this, we have different types of axes. So x-axis, right, is the value, y-axis and z-axis are the ones that I just explained where at the ball bearing inside the cube theory. Here we have the accelerometer and it's working. Now I'm not going to do the serial print and show you the values of what it is, but what I am going to do is say, right, so this task says the x-axis is bumped, the alarm goes off. So if we go back, you can see that this one declares x-axis as x-axis like that. I'm going to grab that piece of code. I'm going to go back to my read microphone one, and I'm going to put that there, right? And then replace this with x_axis, which is exactly what they've said there, except this time I'm probably going to just make that one 50, right? So let's run that piece of code. So what's going to happen is if I bump this now, or if the x-axis gets bumped over and makes a number greater than 50, then the alarm's going to go off. So it would be like as if you had the Esplora attached to a door and someone opened the door, or if you had a keepsake, like a little chest or something, and you wanted to hide your chocolates, but you didn't want your big brother to break into your stash, then you could put an Esplora on top of it, and then you would hear the alarm. So let's run that code. Oh, by the way, I've still got the old code on there, so the Esplora is going to make some noise until I run the next piece, or I might try and speak really quietly so it doesn't go off. Here we go. Yep, that was a bit weird. It set an in. All right. So now I've got a green light on, and if I tilt this in any way, the alarm should go off. There you go. I tilted it to the right and left. And obviously there's a dodgy connection, that's why I've got a red light. But that is the solution to the challenge 16, which says if the accelerometer's x-axis is bumped, the alarm goes off. And I only made it go off twice, so that's why it stopped. Now the next one is the y-axis, and that is just as straightforward.